Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is another week in review. I'm your host, Bobby. We got John. How you doing, sir?
Doing all right, sir. Yourself?
I'm doing good. And we've got the driver of the number 51, Jeremy Clements. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Well, thanks for joining us. I know we tried to schedule this, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember what happened that time, but it's been a crazy start of the year, and we're always wide open. So it was good to get a little break to regroup.
So I want to bring this up. Obviously, NASCAR Sammy's on. He's watching. So NASCAR Sammy, I want to thank you, Autism Awareness, for this month. I know John and I have our blue lights. So I want to thank you for signing that too. I was not expecting that. I come home today and I have a package from you, and I got my stickers. They're going with me to work tomorrow so I can put them on my toolbox. But I want to say thank you. And Jeremy, let's talk about the season so far. How's it been going?
That's really cool, first of all. And I think he's sending me one to put on the car this month. So I think we only raced 2 races this month, and I'm gonna have them on both races, so that'll be good. And I got a blue shirt on, so
Nice.
trying to support it, and I think it's a great deal. But yeah, season's been good so far, man. I think luckily our worst finish right now is at Daytona. Getting crashed there at the end and finished. I think we finished 22nd or something. But the rest has been pretty dang good. And adding Mark Setzer, the crew chief, this year has been great. And we've had a lot of great supporters. Our partners have stepped up, and it's been pretty exciting. We've done pretty good. Our last race, Atlanta, we were really fast. We had a top 5 car, and didn't work out at the end, but still finished 12th with the problems we had. So really proud of what we're accomplishing, and I think we'll definitely just continue to get better.
Now, I know a lot of people have been watching you throughout the years. You got that win at Road America. Obviously, tell everybody how you felt when you crossed that finish line. I know you were excited. I mean, that was an exciting race in general.
Man, that was an amazing day, probably the best day ever for me, because being a small team, with just running stuff that's older than hell. I mean, that car was 9 or 10 years old, I think the chassis was. And 2 weeks before that, we got in a wreck at Mid-Ohio and knocked the front end off. And I didn't even think it'd drive straight at Road America. So to go there and have the speed that we did and win that race, it was just the best day ever, and definitely never forget it. And, the way we did it too, the spin and win, and all that was just phenomenal. So just makes you hungry for more. It's been a few years now since we've won, but man, it's tough to win in this series, obviously, especially when you're you're bringing a knife to a gunfight every week.
Right. So John, you're going to laugh at this. So he brought up the spin and win.
Yeah.
So they actually put that in NASCAR Heat 4, and you it spun you, and you went back to like 10th, and you had to come back up, and you had 2 laps to do it or 1 lap to do it. It was the hardest.
Yeah. I remember that challenge. Yeah.
So Jeremy, do you watch NASCAR Heat or iRacing at all? I mean, I know you're on it, but do you watch it on TV or?
Yeah, I did it first with the quarantine stuff last year. But I honestly now, I haven't watched in a while. I get on iRacing and especially try to get prepared for tracks that I don't know or not familiar with. I'll get on it for Martinsville this week because I haven't been there but once, and just to refresh. And then for sure, in my head, I'm looking at COTA. I have no idea about that track. I'll get on there and figure it out, and that definitely helps a ton. So it's pretty spot on. I do have NASCAR Heat on my Xbox Series X, and I love. Yeah,
we're both PlayStation.
I have a PS5 too. I lean more towards the Xbox because I've probably got more friends that I know on there that have had it for a long time, and we play those games on there. And then the other games that PlayStation has, like what Spider-Man I think came out with it, and I like those kind of games. It gives me a break from, I love to race obviously, but I want to do something else on there, to relax.
Well, here, how about we do this? We're talking about doing a fun 100% race, 50% race with all of our sponsors. So Richmar Florist, Morgan Vans Racing. We have Andy from Steel Safe Shelters. I don't know if you're familiar with Todd Eldridge, the Olympic skater.
I've heard of him. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's one of our sponsors. We're talking about doing like a celebrity race. Would you be interested in doing it?
Yeah, possibly so. You just give me some details when it is and all that kind of stuff, and hopefully I can work it in my schedule.
Yeah, I mean, we'll give you a heads up way before and see if we can get everybody on there. It'll be broadcasted through our Zoom, or not Zoom, but YouTube channel. So everybody will be able to watch it. So I think it'd be something fun. We've been talking about it for about a year now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know Ben Rhodes said he would hop in and race with us, and I think it'd be kind of fun to get everybody. It's not iRacing, but
I love NASCAR. It is a lot of fun and something to just to get on and unwind with my friends. I don't take it too serious, and I just use the controller. I don't even have a steering wheel for it. So I don't know what you probably use a steering wheel, I would assume.
Okay. So you obviously see the Starcom Racing shirt. It's not just because I'm a fan. I am actually Starcom Racing's esports driver.
Yeah, that is really cool, by the way. You must be pretty good.
So what I do is I'm on there with a NASCAR Heat, and I've got 6 championships in a row in the Cup Series, going for 7 this year.
Wow.
I'm undefeated right now. John hates me for it, but I'm undefeated right now. I've got 7 wins in a row on the start of the season, so I'm looking pretty good.
Against you, you're too damn good.
Well, the competition's tough. They make mistakes, obviously. I mean, they make a mistake, I capitalize on it.
Yeah, that's awesome. though. Like I said, you must be really good. You got that many championships, and your Starcom's esports driver. Is that right?
Esports driver.
Okay, I didn't want to butcher that.
So I've been running the 00 car since season when I won the champion, or just before I won the championship. And
Sweet.
then before that, obviously, like I was telling you earlier, I ended up I ran the trucks back-to-back years, and then I ran the Busch Series, which is the Xfinity Series for you guys. And I was driving the 51 car and won both my championships in your car. And then all right, I'm done. You guys can have it. I'm going to the Cup and I'm staying there.
Good deal.
So now I'm talking about retiring. I know everybody keeps telling me no, but I'm talking about retiring and going just simply iRacing, because I'm actually running an iRacing. My second start, which John laughs at this, but my second start in iRacing ever in a ranked race, and I won.
Dang, nice.
So I keep telling the guys, if I can race with the big boys, you and Quinn and all those guys, it'd make my dream come true. Because obviously I know I'm not going to be able to get in NASCAR. It's just not something that's ever been presented. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know, dude. It's a grind for sure, trying to get the sponsors and partners to come with you and make it all happen. So trust me, I know it's a constant battle just to stay where we are, but that is really cool. And when it starts, to me, like with the iRacing and all that, when it starts to get where it's like not fun, that's where I'm like, ugh, because it's what I do for a living. So I don't want to have to think I got to come home and I got to practice for hours to get good and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I kind of haven't gotten too serious on it. And then, weeks we race, I can be at the shop till hell whenever, just till we get done. And, I get home and I just don't feel like doing all that stuff.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, who was it? Bailey Curry. We talked to him.
Yeah.
And this was when they were in the West Coast Swing. He literally left the where he was working on the car, did the interview, went and ate, and went back to the shop. He's
Yeah.
like,
For
"I'm
Phoenix.
gonna go."
Yeah, that's part of it right there. Exactly. I mean, that's living the small team life, unfortunately.
But like I've always told all these guys, I've always rooted for the small teams. So you, Quinn, now obviously I root for Kyle Larson, but Kyle Larson's been kind of my driver through dirt for how
Yep.
long, and to see him in Cup finally and actually doing well and not getting kicked out.
Yeah, he's a
I mean,
great driver.
yeah, he's definitely amazing. Like we were just talking about this when we found a picture of the 57 HendrickCars.com, and they're like, what could have been? And it looks so much better than just the number 5.
Oh, you like the number 57?
I'm just a 57. It's always been my lucky number.
Yeah. Well, hell, any number looks good in victory lane. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have been talking in our league about. I kept telling them, "Hey, we're gonna have Jeremy on. Throw me questions." So I got bombarded, obviously. So I had to go through a couple of them. They want to know what you do. What's your normal day like when you go to the track, or the week preparing for the track?
oh man, well, since COVID, it's obviously totally different. So just depends on how we're looking with the car. And I do a lot of stuff. Not I work on the car. I'm dealing with the traveling, with the putting our guys where they need to go, our pit crew. I mean, anything you can think of, I've got my hand on it. I'm out there washing the hauler. I mean, just anything, putting a shifter in, making sure the car's got all the right decals on it for that week. Obviously, try to work out a lot and keep in shape. And then, just depends on, like I said, the week of the car, what state it's in, and how long we're at the shop every day. The week can start off where we're leaving at 6, 7, and then it can get on to later in the week where we got to get the car done and get it out. And we're leaving, 7 or 9 to 10, 11 o'clock. Just depends. This week's going to be a lot better, I would think, because we basically got our car about ready. Just need decals on it and finish up some stuff. So with the 2 weeks off, we got time to prepare. But there's usually a lot going on for sure. And like I said, I got my hands in a lot of it. And my mind gets, I get bombarded with so much stuff. I get a little stressed out with it. But but I'm blessed to do it. I love to do it. And it all pays off when you get to set your butt in that race car on race day. That's for sure.
So what got you into racing? Like, how did you start out and all that?
Oh man, when I was 7, when I was younger, I was tearing up my parents' yard with a go-kart. And then after a couple years of that, I'd say my grandfather, Crawford Clements, who's him and his brother Lewis were crew chiefs in the sport in the 50s and 60s, and worked with Buck Baker, Rex White, James Silton, all kinds of good drivers, AJ Foyt. But and Uncle Lewis actually won a championship with Rex in 1960. So they were pioneers of the sport for sure. And I was always at the shop with my grandfather, helping him I wouldn't say helping him. I was just around him, probably in the way. And then he got me a go-kart when I was 7, like a real one, like a real racing go-kart. Started taking my brother Jason and I to the local dirt track, Buck Creek Speedway. And then we just started racing and was good at it and won a lot. And then he passed away in 96, and started I would get my mom to drop me off at the go-kart track still because, without my grandpa, my dad, he didn't really like go-kart racing. So I just get dropped off, found a ride, with a couple different people for a couple years, and then I was able to talk my dad into going to buy a dirt 4-cylinder, and we started racing that in 1999. And man, we won a bunch. We won did 3 years of that. We won one weekend. We won a 12,000. The next weekend we won a 16,000. So it was pretty cool. Are you still there?
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
you.
we can hear you.
You went black screen.
Yeah, phone call.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so that's kind of how I got started, and I just kept moving up the ranks and buying used equipment, racing, and got a dirt late model in 2002, and won 7th time out against legends like Mike Duvall and Ricky Weeks, Jeff Cook, Freddie Smith, all those kind of guys we raced against in the Southeast. So yeah, just kind of, that's really how I started, and just been blessed to be able to race all my life, really. So obviously by now I thought I'd be with a true cup organization, a nice big team. And unfortunately it hadn't worked out that way. With just never had the sponsor to go would back me with and to do it, bring all that kind of money. And so just been doing it this way for as long as I can. And you never know what'll happen,
Well,
Right.
talking about sponsorship, so what do you think of Marcus Lemoyne's throwing out all that money for the truck series? I've been tagging you a lot in certain posts of his, trying to get them to go to the Xfinity series to get on your car.
I think it's great. Marcus Lemonis is an amazing entrepreneur, and he's very super smart. I watched his shows plenty of times. The profit and everything he does turns into gold, it seems. The guy's smart. So I applaud him for helping all those teams out. It's really cool of him to do that. He doesn't have to do any of that. And I just think it's great. I mean, I even did put on Twitter, thank you for helping all those guys out. I'm not even looking for nothing from him. I mean, I thought that was, yeah.
That's the post right there.
I thought it was just cool what he did. And he's really backing the truck series really well. And man, with him behind it, I think it only get bigger and bigger. And he seems to like just doing the truck series, and he does, what is it? Trackhouse, I think, their cup car. And I don't think he's too big in the Xfinity series at all, which is fine. But I just applaud him for helping all those guys. It's really cool.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of teams out there that are struggling, and I mean, look at Norm Benning. I mean, he saved that race. They weren't even going to be able to race.
Yeah, and I think I'm sure there was a few teams like that. I know Ryan Ellis, Jordan Anderson. I can't name all the people that he helped, but I know he helped a bunch, and I'm sure there was other drivers that weren't even going to go, and they got the opportunity to go race because Marcus stepped up and was able to help them. So, man, hats off to him. That's really cool.
So, John, I know you had a couple questions. I'll let you.
Yeah,
spit it.
with Martinsville coming up this weekend, other than saving on brakes at that track, I mean, granted, you said you've only raced it once. What do you think the most difficult part of that track is and about that race, other than saving your brakes?
Last year I remember the tires went away pretty dang good. Like, they went away quick. I was very surprised about that. I didn't know that. So at the end, we were running roughly 12th or so, and some guys pitted the last caution, lost track position. We kept it, and they passed us. And I remember that pretty vividly, thinking, oh man, we should have pitted too. So we had a set of tires left, but I just didn't think they could make it back up there. And keeping your tires, keeping the rear drive off the corner. Obviously,
Right.
You said brakes, keeping the fenders on it, not getting wrecked is pretty big. And the place is super tight, man.
Oh yeah.
I mean, being on it's way different than just watching it. So I don't know. I enjoyed it. I hope, like I said, last year was our first time. We kind of guessed at what we were going with setup wise. We have no practice. It's literally like setting it up like this. You just shot in the dark.
Right.
So I feel like we learned some things, obviously, and we already made the adjustments that I think that'll help. My crew chief, Mark Setzer, and I went over it pretty good. And I hope what we bring is right. But people say, you got a top 10 car today? I'm like, hell if I know. I don't know. till we get going. How are you supposed to know this?
Right.
We don't get it on the pull down and the setup plate. And, little light goes off and says, ding, ding, ding. There's a top 10 setup.
Right.
Well, let's bring this up. They changed the track. They took away the grass. How big of a difference is that going to be on you guys?
I don't think it'd be a big difference at all. I don't remember running in the grass.
Well, it was where that rumble strip was. Now it's like a whole section of concrete. It looks like.
Yeah, I don't think it should affect us at all. I remember last year a car went in it or something, and we had to red flag the race because there was just crap everywhere on the track. So I think it's good that they did that. But yeah, I don't think it affects at all. I could be wrong though. I don't know.
So with the way they scheduled everything this year, as far as the different tracks and that, is there any track you're excited to go to this year for the first time, or that you're going back to that you got a decent shot at?
Man, I look at a lot of these tracks we're going to. I'm excited about a lot of them. Like I said earlier, I don't know nothing about the Coda track in Austin, Texas, but I'm excited for a new challenge. And we've been working on our road course car that we ran at Daytona, and we were very fast there with it. And we definitely feel like we improved it. We'll have practice there. My partners for that race are in 100%. So we'll have all the tires, everything that we need to run good. We already got the best Brembo brakes that we can possibly get on it.
Right.
And yeah, so I'm excited about that track. I'm excited about, like I said, a lot of them. I think, let's see, we go to Talladega after Martinsville. I'm not really excited about that because that place is just so unpredictable. I run good all day and then get wrecked with 5 to go. And I don't know. You just never know about that. So once we get to Talladega, keep racing the real racetracks. We go to Darlington, and then we go to Nashville sometime. And I won there in 2007 in an ARCA car. That was cool. I don't know how I hope it puts on a good race. I have no idea, but the road courses will be exciting. I think the Xfinity Series is one of the best series to watch this year, and we put on really one of the best shows in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh, I've watched more Xfinity races this year than I have Cup races, to be honest with you, because I like watching the smaller teams and the guys trying to get a shot. Man, some of them just go no holds barred and just, okay, let's see what we got and see what we can do.
Yeah, exactly. And I think our package, our aero package is the best too.
Oh yeah.
Now, I know this is gonna probably blindside you by this. Where in the heck can I get a bottle of that?
I think there's 2 behind me.
I honestly just ran across. I have not seen this tweet, and I was going through it, and I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." You're signing a bunch of stuff for the fans, and they're doing giveaways, and then I run into that bottle, and I'm just like, "Really?"
Yeah, that's super popular. So my man Steve Carnes, which he's big on Twitter with everything with NASCAR, and we met over a year ago now and became good friends. And then his company ended up partnering with us, and it's been really cool. And to have him on our corner, the guy just loves racing. He's been a fan all of his life since watching Jeff Bodine as a kid when he was in the 5 car. So having him on my corner is really cool. He does a lot of that cool stuff like those bourbon bottles, and I've signed a bunch of them. He's the one that gets those, so I would tweet him. Yeah, those pistons, those are race. Yeah, and a rod, those are out of our engines, and the bourbon bottles, yeah, into the car. Yeah, that's all Steve right there. So Steve did another deck lid where you get your name on the car, 50 fans, $50 a
Right.
fan. So we're doing giveaways. He is coming up very soon. It could be this week. I'm not sure, but I got a bunch of stuff lined up for him to give, and I know he's doing it. So I would be on the lookout next time. If you see Steve Carnes tweet that he's doing the deck lid deal, get on that, because he's giving away all that stuff to the people that supported us.
Yeah, I've already said, I told John, John, that's the other day. I was like, if they have that on there, I'm signing up, because
Yeah.
I missed the opportunity with you. I missed the opportunity with Starcom. And I was so mad at myself for both of them, because I had the money, I just didn't do it. And I was like, I want to be on the car. Just once, I want my name on the car.
It was really cool, man. It's great. It really goes towards paying for a set of tires. You know, it's so expensive. The tires are $21.50 with tax, and it just goes to paying that and our expenses. So it's really a great thing to do, and it definitely helps us out. Anything we can get. You know, my dog is right here. She's trying to hump my leg.
Oh, hey.
Hey,
No puppy.
So yeah, it's a really cool thing to do, and we want to, give away good prizes to the people that supported it.
Now, here's a question that I keep getting, and all these guys want to know, and some girls. Where can they donate money or send money to get a shirt, hat, any merchandise you have, or support you in general?
Yeah, just go to Jeremy Clements Racing, or I'm sorry, JeremyClements51.com. It used to be Jeremy Clements Racing, and it got hacked. So I know, JeremyClements51.com. We do have shirts, hats on there, and then our Facebook, you can go there, Jeremy Clements Racing, and then we're all on Twitter as well, Instagram. Just type in my name. We have my personal account and race account. So send a message to any one of that stuff, whatever you want, we can try to help you. And that really does mean a lot. And, we're trying to make this the best we can. And I believe we can be a top 10 team dang close to every week. If we're off our game, we're not going to be top 10, but I really feel like we can be a top 10 team. And I really feel like we could possibly contend to win another this year for sure.
Talladega.
Hey, Talladega. Hey, that's a good track.
Talladega or Michigan?
Hey, Michigan would be good.
At the moment, I don't have a Michigan sponsor. So if you guys know any Michigan companies out there that want to get on the 51, let them know that we need a partner for that race.
I will do that.
Trust me, I have not been to a cup race in, what did I tell you, John? It's been, the first one I went to was when we were at qualifying, and Dale Earnhardt told Jeff Gordon not to go out on the track because it was raining in turn 4, and he smashed the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then my other race that I went to, Jimmy Johnson led every freaking lap.
Dang.
And blew it up coming out of turn 4.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that's the last time I've been there, and we got burnt so bad it wasn't funny.
Oh, goodness. You must live in Michigan or something?
Oh no, I'm in Toledo.
I'm in Michigan.
I got you.
Yeah. The last cup race I went to was 1985 with my grandfather, just before he passed away.
Wow! Holy crap!
Yeah.
It's been a little while. We go to Mid Ohio. Isn't that close to Toledo?
No.
Yeah. No, it's
it's 2.5 hours down, or 3 hours, something like that. We're closer. We're closer. We're 15 minutes from Michigan.
Oh, okay. I got you. I understand. I look forward to Mid Ohio too. That's a fun road course for us. That'll be an entertaining race as well, I think.
Yeah.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you talk to Jeremy for a couple minutes.
All right.
Well, we've got something going on here, and I got to take care of it. I'm sorry, Jeremy. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Go ahead, buddy.
No, I mean, I haven't been to a cup race since 85 when my grandfather passed away, but I definitely watch all the time on TV. I go to the local tracks around here. I am going to the Indy 500 this year, hopefully. So.
Oh, wow. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
If they're I guess they're having fans, or do they even say yet, or who knows?
I don't know. I got a buddy that's asked me if I wanted to go, so I'll find out from him.
I got you.
You know, so
Well, yeah, it's obviously opening back up. I saw the Texas Rangers stadium was full today, so that I thought, in my opinion, I think it's good to say. I want us to be able to live our lives again.
oh yeah, I mean, with the whole COVID thing, with not having fans there last year and getting to have some there this year, is it making a difference to you guys as far as, yeah, okay, we know we got the fans in the stands, even though they can't come down in the pits? Is it good to see the fans there? I mean, of course I know it's good to see the fans there, but is it going to be?
We definitely need the fans and our partners there, and people want to come. And what's the point of even being on a race car if you can't even come see your product on the racetrack? So
Right.
we need it all back open, now. So it's been great. Racing in the empty tracks was no fun. There was no, I don't know. There just wasn't any
excitement, kind of.
I don't know. You just didn't feel. It was just weird. You didn't feel the same from. You didn't feel the energy. That's the word I was looking for. There was no energy. So racing in an empty Darlington and an empty Bristol versus racing when your friends and family are there and all kinds of people cheering you on. That's just a good feeling. So I didn't like racing in an empty racetrack.
Oh yeah, I mean that's kind of. I can't wait to get back and go to a cup race and an Xfinity race, because I'm the type of guy that, man, I got to get down into pits. I got to be, get some kind of hot pass or something, buy it to where I can get down in the pits and be close to the drivers and that, just because I love the energy that's down in the pits as far as, the garages before the race or after the race. And I really like smelling the fuel and tires anyway, because that's my thing.
Yeah. Exactly. That's the thing about it. It's made so many people hungry to get back. So, boy, when it does open, they're gonna be fuller than ever. Like, even I'm talking about really the pits, but obviously all these tracks have been selling out what they can have people at their capacity. So that's been good to see.
Oh yeah.
So this little turd.
Oh, what's that? A rabbit?
That's a rabbit. It's our Easter bunny.
Yeah.
Easter bunny.
No, he decided to get in the cupboard, and there's a water line.
Oh no!
Cool.
And all I see is water going.
No way!
I'm like, oh my god!
Oh my gosh! Wow!
So we turn the water off on the side, so now it's shut off for right now, and maintenance has got to come over and fix it. But I was like, we're good. Oh man! So
yeah, I can't bring mine in here because mine's a horse.
Yeah.
Oh geez.
Yeah. I got a Great Dane.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Those are big.
Yeah.
That thing stands up taller than him.
Yeah.
Probably taller than me. Hey, geez.
Yeah.
Boy, he's taller than me. 6 foot.
Yeah, I'm 6'6" and he towers over me.
Oh my God, for real?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he definitely taller than me then. My gosh.
Yeah, my 16-year-old son is like 6'7" and a half.
Golly.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, I'll see if I can get the big guy in here really quick to show him to you.
The big guy.
Harley.
What's it like not to I heard little bits and pieces of it, but what's it like to not have the fans there, knowing that when you won your race, you had fans there. When before COVID, you had a bunch of fans, like Daytona and all that, and then all of a sudden it just went nothing.
Harley.
Joy, that's what I was telling Jeff. Is that right?
No, John.
I'm sorry. That's what I was telling John. It wasn't fun racing in the Bristol and Darlington. Yeah. Oh, hey, what's going on there? Big boy.
Yeah, that's Big Boy.
What is his name? Is it Big Boy?
No, that's Harley.
Harley?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Is it he?
Yeah, it's a he.
Oh, cool. He's pretty.
Yeah.
He's what I can tell.
Oh yeah, he's big boy. Let him.
But no, I was wondering because like I know that when we talked to Ben and we talked to Quinn, everybody was like, it's eerie. You get out there and you're driving around and you look up and you're not seeing anybody. Now that you're starting to get a little bit of fans out there, is it kind of be like, hey, we're getting back to normal?
I mean, definitely, yeah. Like I said, racing in an empty Darlington and an empty Bristol was no fun. Then we got to go back those tracks and race with people there, and it had way more energy. And it was just we need everything open again. We need people there. We need our partners there, our friends, our family, everybody that wants to come and support us and watch these awesome events. And without all that, man, it's just totally different. So it's definitely made a lot of people hungry to come back and go to races live and in person. And I think that's great. So, I don't know when people can come in the pits. Obviously we don't make those calls. But I think it's just great to see that the country's opening up more and more as we go here.
And I gotta say this. So you said you're looking for a sponsor for Michigan.
Yeah.
Hey, Richmar Florist, I know you're out there. Sponsor his car at Michigan. I'll be there.
Yeah. One for Dover too, and I think they're located there. But that Richmar Florist, I wanted to say they help a lot of other drivers out too. So I would never want to take anybody's sponsors or anything. So I know they support a lot of other drivers as well, which is great to see. We need that in the sport.
No, I mean he helps Spencer Boyd in the truck series. He just was on Kyle Larson's truck as his primary for Bristol Dirt. Obviously, he's got in the Cup series Garrett Smithley in the 53.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's a lot. That's a lot of dough right there. So that's really cool of him to do that. I mean, like you said earlier about Marcus, they don't have to do any of that. They must love the sport, and that's just really cool. And I know seeing that all over all these different cars is really awesome to me. And I know how much it means to those teams. So I would never want to take them away from another driver, though, like I said.
Well, I will say this. I am going to do my very best to advertise that on Twitter that you were looking for a sponsor for Michigan, and we'll see what we can do for you.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank
you. I'll put it on mine, too.
That definitely means a lot. I appreciate that. You never know who will run across it and see it.
Exactly. I mean, we have a great following on Pro Premium, and then we also have obviously I have a huge following with Starcom and all that. So who knows? Maybe somebody will see it. Maybe somebody will reach out to you and be like, "Hey, we want to sponsor you for the weekend."
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. We have 12 races still open at the moment, and I had a lot of talks with different companies here lately. But right at the moment, 12 left. So I feel like we'll get. I feel confident we'll be okay on most of them. But who knows? You never know until it's all done. So we'll see. Definitely fingers crossed. Keep working hard. We just need to go win Martinsville, and then we'll be covered.
Right. Yeah. Win Martinsville and Talladega. Win one of them. Right.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm great.
Now I know a lot of people's been asking. I'm one of those people. What's it like to go out there and it's a hot day in the car? I mean, you see Jimmy Johnson have his little temperature gauge in there. How bad is it, honestly?
Oh man, it on the summer days it's really bad. It's terrible. I mean, and you got to prepare for it. And if you don't, you're going to be in trouble. It gets super hot in the cars, and once you're, if you don't have the right stuff. Last year I was able to sell the cool box I had and upgrade to a different one. And that's definitely helped some. Obviously, right now, the weather's not been bad, so it's easier for sure. But yeah, I'm always looking. As soon as one race is done, I'm looking at the next, putting it in my weather app and seeing what the weather's going to be. Just thinking in my head, okay, I need to start hydrating. whatever day. I try to run a lot to be in shape and out in the heat to get adjusted to it. But yeah, it's definitely, that's the thing that really wears you out in the race car is the heat. I've raced at some tracks where it's not that bad, and then it gets hot. It's 90 degrees outside, and you're just about to die. Like after the race, you're like, oh my gosh. Halfway through, you're like, whoo, this is rough. This is bad. So you definitely got to prepare, and you better get used to it, or else you're gonna be in trouble.
All right. So what are your thoughts on Bristol Dirt? And do you think that next year you guys will be there?
I thought it was cool. I didn't watch much of it, to be totally honest. I was doing other things, having some fun, and I didn't. I tried to stay off my phone, try to stay off TV. I was out in life, just enjoying life. So I didn't really watch much. What I did see, I thought was cool. I'm a dirt guy, so I think it was great. And will we be there, or will Xfinity be there next year? I have no idea. They don't tell us anything. I mean,
would you want to be there if the Xfinity Series said, "Hey, we're going to Bristol Dirt, or we're going to Eldora"? You guys would be all for it, and you'd be ready, right?
Well, hell yeah, for sure, man. That'd be. I was when I saw that schedule. We got it the mid morning when they announced it that day at 3 or 4 o'clock last year, and tonight. We all thought we were going to Bristol Dirt, so to not see that on there, I was shocked. But like I said, we're not told anything, so we know maybe a few hours before the public, but they don't really ask us what we think, and if they do, they really don't care.
So guys, if I know a lot of you guys are asking where you can find some cool backgrounds for your phone, for your computer. This is probably the coolest background that I have.
Oh yeah.
That is a good background. I got that on my Twitter profile, I think.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I have it on my computer at work.
I love that car, that all South electric, with the lightning bolts going through it. That thing is badass. I mean, that picture was taken at Charlotte Motor Speedway in November of last year. PRI came with Z-Max, which is in all our engines and all our Clements racing engines. They're dirt super late model engines, and did a thing there. And I think his name was Andrew Link. I follow him on Instagram. He does phenomenal work. He took a picture of that car and sent it to me. Man, I was just like, oh my God, this is amazing. So that was where that picture came from.
So to Marcus Morgan just sent me, he goes, my guy, ask him how the weather is in Spartanburg.
Oh, dude, it's great. It was in the 70s today. I actually went for a run before, about an hour before this show. After I left the shop, I go run at a park, and I think it was, my truck said it was like 79. I don't know if it was 79. It was 70 in the 70s. Perfect. It's beautiful. I love it.
It's supposed to be 81 or 82 tomorrow here.
Wow. Well, hell, it's probably going to be that here too, I would think, if it's going to be up there in Michigan. Wow. Or Toledo. I'm sorry.
No, you're
Toledo.
good.
It's going to be the same here in Michigan.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're close enough to each other. We're what, 45 minutes?
Yeah, about that.
So I'm excited about the weather change. I'm hoping it gets nice and stays nice.
Yeah, I don't see how you guys, to be honest, no offense, live up there during the winter. It can't be fun. I'm not a cold weather winter guy. I really just don't like it. It's not fun for me.
No, especially when we're only supposed to get 2 inches and we get 19.
Exactly.
I don't like all that. Screw that. If I could push a skip button on a season, it would be winter.
Exactly.
Well, I'm looking to push that button in about 8 years because
So-
I'm moving to Florida.
So I'm gonna bring this up.
Part of what they do.
So I'm gonna bring this up because NASCAR Heat 5 has these awesome paint schemes. And I think my favorite paint scheme out of all of your cars, I like them all, but there's one that I absolutely love, and it's the Halloween car.
Oh my God, dude, me too.
You have to tell me how did you guys come up with this awesome paint scheme?
Well, first of all, I obviously asked my partners if I could do it, and they were all for it. I love Halloween, probably my favorite time of the year, favorite holiday. I love to dress up, have fun, go to parties, do whatever. Never raced on Halloween in NASCAR. Obviously, in a dirt car, I have, but yeah, just asked our partners. They were good with it. And then I got with Michael Maselli, the best in the business that designs all my race cars. And I said, dude, I want to do a Halloween car. And I want you to knock it out of the park here. I want you to, and he did, man. He's awesome. He does all our designs, like I said. So he does great work. Yep. I mean, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that car.
I love it. When we do when I run in our Bush series, I fill in for certain drivers, and I'm like, anybody have the 51? No. Okay, I'm taking it. So
Thank
I'll jump in it and I'll run the Halloween car. Like last week, I ran the Halloween car, and everybody's like, "It's not Halloween. What are you in that car for?"
you. Because it's badass. That's
I
why.
was like, "I love
Right.
it." But
I love it. We're racing. Pretty sure we're racing Martinsville around Halloween again, and we're gonna do another Halloween themed car. I already got with the partners for that race,
Yes.
so I can't wait to up that one even more. So that's really exciting.
all right, so you know this is coming.
Uh-oh.
So I've asked about the paint schemes. Now, every year that we've done Darlington Throwback, your paint schemes have been, I mean, they've gotten better and better and better every time. Can you tell us anything about this year? Because I'm antsy.
Man, to be honest, I had one. All South Electric is on that car that weekend. Chuck Kuhn, I've been working with him. He told me a car he wanted to do. I got with my man Michael Maselli, the best designer in the business. He knocked one out of the park. Unfortunately, it didn't get cleared with other companies, or so, much as I can say, probably. So it unfortunately just didn't get cleared. It was already done. Like, we had 3D drawings of it, renderings, all that stuff. So we went back to the drawing board literally this morning, and I don't know. You guys got any ideas we could do?
Well, I can throw you some ideas for the throwback.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously he had the Rowdy. I keep wanting to say Rowdy Burns throwback.
yeah, that was.
Yeah.
So that was one of my favorites last
Mine
year. Last year, I loved that one. I want to say keep it in that realm of like a Hardy's throwback or something like maybe like Ricky Bobby, like
Oh,
the
Yeah.
Wonder Bread car.
I try to. I'm trying to work with Chuck Kuhn. That's I said our partner. Been our partner a long time, years, like probably since 2013 or so. Trying to work with him, make it fun for him and his employees and company, because that's really what it's all about. I want to make it fun for them and let them choose it. But I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna see. But man, that Ricky Bobby idea, that's pretty cool. I don't know if anybody's ever done that either. Have
No,
they?
I wouldn't.
No, the only person that's done it is Kurt Busch when he did this.
Yeah,
Oh,
we did the Panther.
yeah.
But nobody's ever done. And I've always wanted to see this car because it's always been like one of those things. I'd love to see that.
Oh, that would be, yeah.
And that is cool. You're right.
I mean, that would be something to, because I want to go fast on the back or something. I mean, that'd be cool.
I
mean,
know.
I think this is the closest picture that they actually have of it. And matter of fact, it was in Hendrick's shop.
Oh, wow. I
But
mean,
because that was obviously one of their cars, but
yeah,
nobody's ever drove it.
that is really cool. I think it's a good idea. I'll definitely run it by Chuck, see what he has to say. But I'm hoping he'll pick something and make my life a little easier, because I'm getting this question a lot. So
Harry Gant would be a good one.
here again,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's throw back to Harry Gant.
Yep, I know. Man, I wish we had more time, to be honest. I wish we wasn't like we got kind of caught off guard with it, being the first race. It's never been the first race. So, and we really never raced there twice till last year because of all the mess we've been through. But, yeah, maybe more time, but we got to get on it. We got to get on it. We're trying right now. We had a great scheme, and I hate it won't see the light of the day.
I'm just sitting there. I'm running through like old. Oh, I have the perfect one for you. I just ran across this, and I forgot all about it. Neil Bonnet.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I know Kurt and them did that, didn't they?
It was a while ago, but yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they did it for sure when he was with Phoenix Racing, maybe.
Yep.
James Phoenix team.
Yeah.
Neil Bonnet, man, he was the man, and gone too soon. Another legend gone too soon.
Right.
Maybe a Tim Richmond throwback.
There you go.
Yeah, you definitely got some ideas.
That's a legend for sure too.
Oh yeah.
The freaking man, Tim Richmond.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
I'll definitely get with Chuck, see what he says about all these. They're great ideas.
So I don't want to hold you up too much longer. I like I said, I'm sorry I bounced out for a second. I had to shut that off though, because that would have been a nightmare.
Oh, you didn't bother me.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
So when I come to Michigan, that's my plan to be there Saturday, Sunday.
Cool.
Obviously, I'm hoping that I can be in the pits because I've never been. So I've been talking with Starcom, see if I can get hot passes for the Cup race. If I can get hot passes for that, then maybe I can pull some strings or something, be able to talk to my girlfriend, and maybe we can come up with something and meet you while we're there on Saturday.
Yeah, obviously, I think me and John were talking about that earlier, but if they have passes by them, like I said, I don't know, but I'd be glad to give you a couple for sure for at least Xfinity. So don't worry about that. And a lot of the races I can get tickets. It's really been hard during this time of COVID. I know I hate even saying that word.
Yeah.
I get tired of hearing it myself, but it's been really rough getting tickets and everything. Used to, I could get them through a few people, and now all that stopped. So it's been hard, but I'd love to promise you something. I just don't know what I'll even get for Michigan. I have no clue, but hopefully all these tracks start opening back up. We can get people in the pits, social distance, all that mess, and get everybody back to the racetrack.
Well, right now Michigan's not looking too promising.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that one.
Yeah, I actually, it seems like our numbers around here are going up.
Oh no.
So like I just got my second vaccine. So I'm finally in the clear for right now. And then three people at work this week got it. So we all started freaking out a little bit of, are we going to get it? But obviously we went and everything was good. So thank God.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's great. I think once that vaccine keeps rolling out, which it is, it's only going to get better and better, I would think.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody said in the chat saying thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate you. I appreciate it. I really do.
Oh, so do I.
No problem. Tell everybody in the chat room hello. Thank you for watching. Whatever they're doing.
They can hear you.
Okay. Well, thank you all. That's very nice of y'all to listen to us. And I'm ready to go kick some ass in Martinsville, man. I'm excited. Friday night under the lights in the First Pacific funding car will be really cool. And I've never raced under the lights in Martinsville, so should be exciting. And hopefully we'll put on a good show for everybody.
Well, I'll be sitting there screaming and hooting and hollering for you like I have been.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
thank you so much. That's really cool. And hopefully we can get you some kind of swag there. Send you something, a shirt or hat or something. That'd be look good in it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know what, if I give me 5 minutes before we get off with you, I want to see if I can find something. I'm thinking about this. I don't know if I still have it. I got it when I was younger. Like my uncle got it, and I've had it since you started racing, and I want to see if I still have it.
Oh, okay.
John, I'll let you
Yeah, I
two
mean,
talk.
he's got to, you got to keep
Oh,
the streak alive, because we had
I've got
Bailey
it.
Curley on. We had Bailey Curry on, and he had I think a top 10 finish.
Ben Rhodes was on the show,
Yeah.
won the 500. Bailey Curry was on the show, finished 8th, 7th.
Yeah, 7th or 8th.
So we're gonna keep the streak rolling with you, and you're gonna get it in the top 10.
Yeah.
Hey man, I'll take it for sure. Yeah, I think you got that top 10 at Phoenix, the wild freaking green white checkered there. I was running 8th, coming to, I don't even know, say 3 or 4 to 5 to go, and then all hell breaks loose, and then we get wiped out on that restart. Ended up 10th, but a lot of guys behind us slipped by us on the inside, and I was like, golly, I couldn't believe it.
That is one track I would hate to race in real life, would be Phoenix, because it doesn't seem like you go straight. You're always in a turn.
Yeah, the only time you're straight is on the backstretch now, so it is right. Yeah, you're always
there's no rest for you guys at all on that track.
Yeah, Phoenix not really a physically demanding track, but like I said earlier, till it gets hot. When it's hot,
right?
Which we go there, early in the year, late in the year, so it's really not that bad. If we had to race there in July, oh my God, it'd be a nightmare.
No,
I wouldn't do that.
Well, I'm guessing at the Charlotte race for Memorial Day weekend, I mean, that's probably one of the Xfinity's longer races of the year, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a 300-miler, and it's ran like in the middle of the day at 1:00. I don't understand that, but
so I mean, that's got to be hotter than sin.
It is always a hot race, and it's one I kind of always dread because it's so damn hot, and you're like, why can't we run at night? Like the Cup guys, they start theirs at like 6, and it's only cooler from there, and we're just the heat of the day, but obviously TV gets to call that, so I don't know.
I've never understood that one either, because I like watching them under the lights. I think the cars look nicer, they shine better, they just stand out better at night than they do a midday race.
Yeah, they do. The problem with a night race is the track can get really one grooved and just a bottom dominant racetrack, because during the day, the track's slick, so you have to hunt for grip. And it can't, in my opinion, it can produce maybe better racing, but the cars do look cooler at night, the sparks, the lights, all that. So, but that's kind of my take of it.
That's mine too, the local short track guy.
There you go. That's right.
So I have a picture of you and my uncle that is signed, and I must have it in our storage unit or put away in the safe because I can't find it.
Oh, okay.
But I do have, and he swears up and down this is your lug nut, but I have a lug nut from your car, which he gave me from that when he got it signed. And
nice.
I've had this since, I don't know how long it's been, but I've had it for a while, and I've gathered. I have yours. I have Rusty's. I have Hutch Strickland. I have Bobby Hamilton.
Wow, that's cool, Bobby Hamilton.
I have Buckshot Jones.
Oh boy.
So we're up there in like older people. I know Bobby Hamilton's gone. I got John Andretti's. So I've got some people that are no longer here. Harry Gant was my first ever autograph.
That's cool.
Matter of fact, that was the race that my uncle took me, and it was my first ever practice anything. And he's like, "Hey, I want." We obviously, I was a Rusty Wallace fan. He was a huge Rusty Wallace fan. I was a Rusty Wallace fan, and I had my Rusty shirt on. And Harry said, "Hey, boy, come here." He goes, "Oh, I saw in your shirt," and I was like, "Okay." Like I didn't know who he was. I was young.
Yeah.
I pulled this shirt out the other day, and the autograph is still sitting there. I'm like, this is what it was about. I mean, that was what, 92?
That's
I was born in 89. It was like 92-ish, somewhere in there. And then you sit there and I believe it was 92. Is that when Gordon hit the wall? Was it 92 or 93?
I think it was 93. He hit the wall at
Yeah.
Michigan when Senior told him, "Don't go out, it's wet," and he went, "I got this."
Yeah, I don't think 92. I think that's the first year Gordon even started, or the last race.
Maybe it was 93.
Yeah.
I remember it was in the early 90s. So I got Harry's autograph, and then it was cool. I got Rusty's autograph a couple weeks ago. We ran into him at Cabela's in Michigan.
See, though, that's the kind of things you remember as a kid, and you still remember to this day. And like you said, that's what it's all about.
And that's why I wanted to show you that, because that's something that I've always kept, because that's what he told me. He's like, "Hey, this is from Jeremy Clements. You know, this is, you're gonna root for him. He's gonna do good." And I think that's one of your first races, and he's been there since. I mean, he's always told me, "Hey, root for the smaller teams. The smaller teams are where it's at." I mean, you can root for the big guys, but root for the smaller teams.
Well, tell your uncle. That's really cool of him to say.
I mean, that's what I've always done. I've obviously Starcom, you guys. Obviously, I'm a Thor Sport guy, but I know they're not small like they were, but they were small at one time.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I mean, who knows? Maybe in the next couple of years when they get the new car, or obviously next year when they get the new car, maybe you'll be able to get up there in the Cup Series and get up there and win a race in the Cup Series. You never know. I mean, look at Stuart Friesen. He went out there and ran decent.
Yeah, that's right. You never know what's going to happen in this game of call, right?
Right. I mean, who knows? I mean, win Daytona, win Talladega, win the championship. I mean, you're up there. Anything's possible.
I agree. That's why we're fighting as hard as we can, man. Right? We're doing everything we can to make it better and better each time we go on the racetrack.
And like I said, I'm gonna support you through and through, no matter what. If you ever need anything, you got my Twitter. Shoot me a message. I'll like I said, I'll be right there.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you both, John and Bobby. I appreciate the time. Thank you.
Hey, no problem. Hey, good luck this weekend too. Go get us a top 10. Keep the streak alive.
I know. A lot of pressure. I didn't know that till now. So wow, we're gonna. I push myself even hard, but like I'm gonna look like a fool if I don't get this top 10. That the other guys. So.
Well, the funny thing is, we had Quinn on a Thursday. We had Amber Balkin on a Thursday. Amber goes out and finishes 4th.
No.
Obviously, Quinn went out there and finished like 27th or something. So I mean, that was still a good finish for the team. And I sent him a message and I go, "You broke the streak," and he goes, "Well, I tried." I mean, I'm like, "No, it's not a big deal." I mean, it's just it was kind of cool though, because like I said, we had Ben on the week before Daytona, and he goes out and wins the thing, wins 2 in a row.
Yeah,
I know he did, didn't he? Dang.
And I'm like, dude, I sent him a message and I go, "You were on fire."
Well, I'm gonna keep it going on my part. I'm gonna try my best. That's for sure.
And like I said, if you ever want to come back on, let us know. We'll gladly have you on. Hopefully, we'll be able to see you in Michigan. Obviously, if the fans are allowed down in Mid-Ohio, I'll try to go down there, because that's one track I've always wanted to go to.
Yeah, good. It's definitely someplace worth going to and puts on a great race.
So, all right, man. Well, with that being said, we'll get you out of here, and thank you for coming on, and hopefully
thank you very much.
fun.
No problem, guys. Thank y'all for having me. I really do appreciate it.
Yep.
Oh, geez. This has been my story today.
Oh yeah.
All right, John. Another great episode.
Oh yes, another one in the books.
Ran it a little long, but obviously,
Yeah.
guys, I want to say, NASCAR Sammy, thank you. Autism Awareness. It's Autism Awareness Month. Billy Milner, one of our admins and good friend, his kids have autism. Obviously, want to give a shout out to Sammy. Like I said, I'm going to put one of these stickers that he gave me on my toolbox. I'm also going to tag him in all of our stuff that we do for iRacing.
Oh, yes.
Obviously, we'll tag him, tag Autism Awareness in Jeremy's post. Let's get, excuse me, let's get Jeremy a sponsor for Michigan, guys. Let's get him a sponsor for those races.
Yeah, let's try to find something for him.
You already know I'm going to reach out to Rich Marr. I'm going to reach out to everybody that I know.
Oh, yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Rich Marr Flores, Morgan Vans Racing, Racing Jason, Appalachian Howler Hunters, Milner Transport, B3 Ranch, Eldridge Skating, Wrecking and Racing Podcast, Peak, Penguin City Beer, Charlie Langenstein, Ryan Daily Designs, Fast Lap Podcast with Chrissy and Deb, Prospect Motorsports, the Lineup Barbershop out of Toledo, Ohio, Seat Time Driving School for the awesome driving experiences that we're getting.
Oh, yeah.
John's in the playoffs, the Final Four. He's battling for that prize for the development series.
Yep.
Derek Peoples Motorsports, which John,
Yep.
he's the sports driver.
Thank you, Derek.
Steel Safe Shelters, Remain Safe, Rowdy Energy. I've got 2 cans left out of the 8 that I bought, and
Nice.
I bought those on Saturday. That's bad. But no, they are really good. Absolutely amazing. Off Access, can't thank you guys enough. But no, I want to thank everybody. Thank Jeremy Clements for coming on the show. Guys, like I said, go on Twitter, go on Facebook, go on Instagram, Jeremy Clements Racing.
Yep.
Guys, I've been rooting for him for years. And when he won Road America, I freaked out. That's one of those things that when your driver wins a race and you're not expecting it.
Oh, yeah. It's huge.
I mean, I felt like it was a weird feeling. It was oh my God, like this really just happened. This is awesome.
Yeah.
And like he said, they got maybe hook me up with some swag or something. That'd be cool. I mean,
Yeah.
absolutely. And I'd represent it. I mean, you see, I Starcom every time we're on the show.
Every week.
Yeah. I mean, tomorrow we're gonna be at
Mid-Ohio, your home track.
my home track. Absolutely, yeah. I practiced most of the weekend, which I don't think I really needed it, but
no. I want to take this time here too to thank Derek Peoples and Derek Peoples Motorsports and you, Bobby, for pushing me to that win Saturday night at Talladega. Man, that was kind of cool. Getting my first win.
No problem, man. I mean, to get you your first win in the league, get you locked into the Final Four. That's a cool thing, man. I mean, that's
yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, guys. With that being said, we're gonna hop off here for tonight. We will be live tomorrow for the Cup Series at Mid-Ohio. I will not be available Wednesday and Sunday. We have prior obligations, and I am being told that we have to work 10s the rest of the week.
Ooh.
So with that being said, y'all have a good night, and we will see you again tomorrow for the Cup Series race at Mid-Ohio.
Yep.